Precious souls, welcome back to my happy space. Let's use some Osho Zen. Okay, it's all about using your creativity, tapping into your creativity. Anybody who follows my channel or who's been watching knows that that's the secret sauce to taking everything negative being thrown at you in life, any pent up emotions, and it's how you transmute and alchemize that negative energy into something that is worth golden opportunities for you, right? So that's why we need to be creative. You ever notice most of society, some of those in greater power that used to be in greater power, thank you, Spirit, they want to try to stifle our creativity. Everything's done by AI or virtual reality. Everything needs batteries. Remember when we were children, if I'm talking to the right collective here, and even if this doesn't resonate, you can listen in and understand this. We would make fun out of everything. Our imagination, our creativity was everything, right? Your challenge is to see all the possibilities. You're not meant to go with the flow and copycat everything that everybody else is doing, because you are someone who creates your own path, your own trail for other people to follow. That's why you were given these beautiful creative gifts. So tap into them. That's what you're being called to do. Not only to transmute and alchemize any negative energy being thrown at you, but also because that's what's going to help pull in the stability that you really seek, okay? You're given that for a reason. This is what you're feeling subconsciously. You're starting to see that people, a lot of what your insecurities and fears are, were placed on you by people that were insecure, and they're like labels that they put on you, or they would insinuate something or manipulate you into believing that, this is what it always is going to be for you, or this is who you are as a person. But you know better, and they absolutely don't know who you are at the soul level. And this is why you're being challenged to speak up, for one thing, because throat chakra is acting up, but also to see all of your true possibilities, that there's really nothing that could stop you other than your own beliefs, negative beliefs about yourself, or your own fears, which you're meant to conquer all of them. You are being very much aware that everything comes in its own special time, its own patience, right? Everything is in divine timing, so you didn't miss out in a single thing. You haven't missed out in anything that was meant for you. But at the same time, sometimes in order, like this pregnant woman, she has to wait the appropriate time, all right? The full 9 months, generally, to have that perfect, healthy baby. So even though she wants to hold this baby, she's not going to try to rush everything and sacrifice, everything being created as perfectly and healthy as possible. And that's what you're kind of understanding now, too. Everything comes in its own divine timing. If you're looking for a partner in life, you have to wait until they've done that. Your divine match has to do the work so that they show up right for you. It's not worth just settling and, oh, well, here, I just want somebody at my side and it doesn't matter. It's all about quality in life, not quantity, not speed up, right? In the recent past, you learned to let go of the past, which is beautiful. This was in yesterday's reading, I believe, where the old movie of the past kept playing out. And so you kept creating the same kind of an idea moving forward. You were manifesting the same experiences and people because you kept replaying that in your mind with emotion. Somebody definitely needs to speak up for themselves and express themselves authentically. Okay? Not just telling people what they want to hear because you're afraid of hurting feelings. Like when you've been hurt a lot in your past, you're very sensitive, for good reason. It's because of everything you've been through, and you're very careful not to hurt people. You don't want to purposely hurt anybody. So you're extra careful about um, how you distribute information, how you lay it out for people to hear. But sometimes it's so candy coated, sugar coated to protect their feelings that you're not actually speaking what you really want to say. And that's the part that you may need to be working on, okay? Also, having confidence with your inner gifts, they were given to you for a reason. So don't be worried about how people are going to prejudge your art or your creativity. It is specific to you. And it might even be a whole new something new to bring out to the world, because you are someone who's meant to create this new path for others. In the near future, you're going to have a beautiful balance between your masculine and feminine energies, which we all have. We embody all of them. So you're going to know when it is time to take action, but at the same time, know when it is time to rest and receive, give and take. It's all of the beautiful balance that is life. you're going to find this beautiful balance, which is going to help manifest things very quickly for you. It's because right now you're starting to see beyond the illusion. Okay, so you might be someone who's had to be the man and woman in your relationship, for a long time. That was part of helping you master this skill of being able to not only envision what you want, but help create it and manifest it and bring it in with action in the world. So there are two things your spirit guides are saying that you could put together at this time. It has a lot to do with seeing the truth behind all of the negative, as we label them, all of the challenges in the past, all of the difficulties and the things that you've had to overcome. Look at the common denominator in those, and also, hold on, I need to listen. And all of your inner gifts. All of your inner gifts that you've been given. And if you look, you've been, okay, thank you, Spirit, on this beautiful path throughout your life. And there have been certain things that you've learned along the way, be it through jobs or things that you were interested in. Maybe you're a creative writer. Maybe you're meant to write a story. Maybe you love music. You have this beautiful desire that draws you to music. Or maybe you play musicians. Maybe you're a songwriter. Maybe you're an incredible chef that puts so much love into your meal. Whatever it is that you do, you have this beautiful golden essence about you, and everything you create has this kind of a love signature in it. So they're saying, take everything you've learned and the tools you've learned along the way and picked up through experience, and take all the information and the lessons you've learned through all of these difficult times, and see how you can help those kind of people that have been through the same stuff as you with these beautiful talents and gifts that you've accumulated over time. This is beautiful. When you integrate those, that's what you're being called to do. And also, you're desiring your seeds that you've sown. You're like, where's the abundance, right? You've sown a lot of seeds. You put it out there what you want. You've planted the seeds in the garden. Just make sure that you're not going back and digging them up to see if they're grown yet. That tends to rip things up, right? Let them be. Have trust. Have faith. Deep down, everything will be created for you, brought into this 3D world from the 5D as soon as it is ripe and ready. I'm getting a lot of ringing in my ears. So you're wondering, I put all these seeds out there, I planted them. Where is this abundance? And that was the next card, in the very near future, which the future is written in the present moment. So long as you start to see just how much you're capable of and what possibilities are available, and you tap into that creativity, that's when all of this starts to come in through maturity. These are some of the missing pieces. So you're being called to do that. And the key is also to be playful. So you've become so serious, adulting a lot, a lot of responsibilities by being the masculine and the feminine in all of your life, taking care of each and everything, both the manifesting and daydreaming it up and the vision and creating it. You've forgotten how to play. And being playful is one of the best ways we elevate our vibration and frequency to allow in what we've tried to manifest. So the key is try to be more playful. And I know it might sound ridiculous, and also quit stressing over the future, because it only brings anxiety, okay? The future is not written yet. Like I said, it's written in every single moment. And you are already in alignment with finding that beautiful balance between give and take, receiving action, and try to be as authentic as possible. That's a huge one. When we're being our authentic selves and not worrying about, you're not the type of person that can hurt others anyways. If somebody's hurt by something authentic that you were expressing, it's because there's something that still needs healing in them. And maybe you were meant to just trigger them so that they can look within and say, wow, that actually really triggered me. And if they are of that mature level, or when they're ready, they will say, why was it that I took it that way? Right? You might be somebody who triggers healing in others just by being there, because you're beautiful, you're radiant, you're healing, you have this golden quality about you. Okay, so no need to stress over the future. That's being looked after by what you do in the now. And I can't think of a more a more enjoyable set of homework to do than to try to be more playful. That's the key. That's what you're being asked to do. Be more playful. And then you'll start to also see more possibilities. You're going to start to see exactly what you are, who you are, and it is something more credible than you've ever given yourself credit for. And you're highly creative, and there's a reason for that, okay? So trust in the guidance that you're receiving today. I absolutely know that it is for everybody that is watching this video today. And I don't normally say that, but I feel that in my heart that this will find those who really need it. If you get called to have a personal reading, you can email me paintingsbycatherine@gmail.com. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, Earth Angel 3811, it's free. Why haven't you, right? I think there's so many people that watch this and they don't subscribe. So it's not easy to find. It's not going to come up for them as easily. And those who subscribe to my YouTube channel, their readings are only $33 Canadian as opposed to 50. So it only makes sense. And I really appreciate those who have subscribed and shared it and added their comments. I love reading comments. They're so beautiful to hear your own divine expression in comments and how things resonate with you. I truly love this collective. You're all beautiful souls, and you're on the path to something absolutely incredible. If you could only see that you've been limiting your possibilities, you could do anything. Okay, you don't need to settle. But thank you so much for your support, and until next time, guys, keep shining.